second points. What's that mean? Toby Ott's car will go 160? What's the deal, dude? Come on. Anyway, I'm glad you're a good friend of mine, got a good sense of humor. But just to let you know, I got tired this year of introducing you as a former track champion. I'd like to change that around next year if you'll make it all possible. Yeah, he will. He said he will. How about a big round of applause, Kenny Carroll?
Yeah, the difference between the airplane deal and a race car is you don't have to turn on an airplane thing. That was kind of our problem all year. We got better there towards the end. I want to start off with my sponsors, all my employees and family at Kenny Carroll Excavating. They give me a lot of time to do this and without the worry of feeling bad for doing it. Josh Franklin works on my car and slaves every week, and we fight and bicker back and forth like we're married. James Ray's here tonight. He's been one of my better sponsors for the last several years. He's always right on my ass all the time. It's on my driving suit, on my car, everything. He buys all my fuel. Craig Danhuser with the Whitetail Trophy Hunt. He always helps out all he can. We usually use him mainly for comic relief. Keith getting concrete. He pours a lot of concrete here at the lake. He's one of my few money sponsors. A Big Surf Water Park, Darren Kine. Marine Service, Ernie Dampier's kind of an old hot water friend that moves a lot of these huge boats that you see. And he's one of my sponsors. Lake Area Air Shows. I don't know how in the world that fell in my lap, but it's turned into one of our highlights of our year. Every year is racing that airplane. This year we went to 156 mile an hour, and it's in the original Sweetheart car. No windshield. It's just like I raced it, other than it don't pull the lift no more. Alamo Arms is my parents' gun shop in Montreal. They sponsored some of the Big Buck 50 stuff. I'm happy that turned out as good as it is. Lucas Oil's products, I've had them for 3 years now. I'm happy with how all that's went. Jim Rubel's done my motors. I didn't use some of the big specials here at the end of the year because it had over 1,000 laps on it, and I was pretty mean to it all year long, so we quit while we were ahead. Congrats to Toby Ott and all the other champions tonight. Where the hell? I know the sacrifices that your family and crew goes through. Good job. Thanks to Dan and Danny and all the crew at Lucas Oil staff. Thanks to my wife, Nea, and the kids, JT and Shelby, who are here for their first time at a banquet tonight. I'm going to use my finger. Special thanks to them to allow me the race car lifestyle to be our life. I know it's not always their style. Lastly, thanks to everyone at Kinderhook for giving us such a nice place to party and allowing me the opportunity to do all their new houses. I have a room here every year, and I live less than a mile away. So I sure do appreciate all the hubbub and the stuff at Lucas Oil Speedway. And there is no other place to race like this that makes everybody feel like a rock star. I've been to other tracks, and they always promise we're going to have TV deals and this and that. And Dan's one of the first ones to actually step up to the plate and make that happen. And then one of the other things I'm very proud of is a Big Buck 50. Dan gave us a little loophole there and said, "Go for it, boys. See what you can do. If you impress me, we'll take the next step." And he stood up and did it this year. So I really appreciate that. Thank you all.
One more time, big round of applause. Former track champion Kenny Carroll. He will be back. I'm not worried about that. Okay, and don't forget after the races, after the banquet, don't.
Sing, Fletcher.
Microphone, get closer.
Oh, that's half throttle. I got you moving that night, okay? Well, we will get it fixed for the next one, maybe, okay, Danny? Let's hit Washington, all right? So that was some Chris Conch's excellent work. How many wins you have this year?
I believe I had 5 this year.
5? What was your saving grace?
I really don't even know what it was. I think it's sponsors. I had more people this year that stepped up and give me a hand, and not even so much the financial end of it, more just the support and help, and just a lot of people, the fans and all that. they've been above and beyond this year. So, I mean, again, my sponsors, I got Chris Davis back there. He's more than a sponsor. He's a good friend. I mean, really glad to have him with us and everything. And he's helped me out, meet a lot of different people, and give me some good input. And I think that's probably more so towards the lead of my success this year than anything else I can say that it's happened to me. So, but I mean, I especially want to thank Chris. Like I said, he's up here with me tonight, and like I said, he's a great asset to the whole wrestling community. I mean, anybody that doesn't know him should meet him, because I mean, there's not a better guy for the whole industry. So, I mean, that's about all I can say on that. I mean, I've got Hobby Time Motorsports, was a car sponsor and a car owner on it. We've got Randy and Cindy Gilmore from TNT Quick Stop. They give me a lot of support and help. Randy helps me out some pits back there. I've got Buck Service Center out there local in Wheatland. He's got a service shop. He helps me out, helps change tires. Just gives me a lot of support and stuff like that whenever I ain't got time to do it. I've got Mike Spriggan, Outlaw Race Bodies. He helped me bend all the bodies up. We take care of all that stuff. I mean, so charging me a dime, he just does it for me, helps me, and we have a good time while doing it too. So that, the whole thing this year, whenever I went over, I want to try the crate motor package on there, under horsepower and everything else. Well, it's really stepped up and worked out well throughout most of the season. So there's a few times that it's not enough. You got my brother-in-law that does the track that I'm gonna need to steal the water truck keys. So, we have to have a discussion about it every Sunday. Unless we're trying to miss much direction. So anyway, everybody done a great job this year. I mean, the track, and here after this regular season's been over, I've traveled around to 3 or 4 different racetracks and stuff, and I'll have to say one thing. I mean, all the staff up there at Lucas, we've had some conversations and didn't see eye to eye on some rules and whatnot on there, but all in all, after being up there and after seeing other tracks and stuff like that, the whole organization and the whole gist of what they do up there at the track is just, it's really second to none, because you don't really appreciate what you got by somebody, for say, stubborn with their ways. This is how they want to do it. Every track needs that. I mean, and that's point blank, that's what makes it all work and roll so smoothly. And in the result, it helps make it a lot more successful for everybody in the year, because you don't have too much chaos. I mean, with that all being said, I thank all Lucas Oil, the Speedway, the staff, everybody up there. You guys have done a great job. I mean, there's not a better place to race out there. I mean, it's completely phenomenal. So, my wife, she stood beside me this year. It takes a lot of time if you're going to race a weekly show, every race for points. For her to stand beside me and to deal with that, it's a lot of people don't understand until they're racing how much family time it takes away from home. Whenever you're up there, on basic 15 weekends a year for the summer months. So you're going to have a lot of time and take away a lot of family time. So it takes a lot of support from your family to do that too. So hopefully next year we can get back and race as much. Hopefully, don't know that I'm going to actually be able to run every show next year, but we're going to try to see what happens.
I think you'll be there. I do. Win that championship, you want that one next year. The rules thing was talking about have to be promised to be rules. You heard me talk about Rex Merritt. Don't forget him. Okay, Danny Gordon. Sorry, Rex. That's what they've always said about you. I don't know.
This year I screwed up. Sucked, didn't do very good, that's why I'm 8th. But no, I thought I was going to try something new beginning of the year and become a NASCAR star, and I'm too damn old for that, I figured out real quick. I didn't do very good with that. It started our year off and I left my home track to do that, and that was a mistake. And we come back and we didn't run for points, but we ended up finishing points. I wanted to run 10th so I can have a chance at Schultz's bike, but I had a good run there, 10 and bit of. But anyway, I want to thank Lucas, Dan, all his staff. It is my home, and I will be back. That's what I'm going to run. I'm going to run for points next year. I'll be there every week. And we got another car. We have an A-mod. We're going to have a B-mod and an A-mod. It's going to be a shit ton of work for that boy of mine back there. But we're gonna run both cars every week for points and see if we can beat up this 98 car in the A-mods and outrun him a few times and get him off the podium. I'm tired of seeing him win these damn championships. But no, it'll be good. It'll be good racing. All you guys, congratulations to Andy Bryant. I used to help him. I did some help with him with some body work, and he's a good kid, hard racer. We've rubbed and we've wrecked together, and laughed together, and cussed together, but that boy deserves it. I knew he's a champion. He's going to be a champion several times over. He about won the USRA points and should have probably, but come up a little bit short on that, but he's a good racer and proud to have helped him out. Caden Cornell, I helped him, Outlaw Bodies. He was my car I sponsored, and he represented well, as you seen earlier. He's a pretty boy. He walks around young and acts like he don't know a damn thing, but don't let him fool you. He knows what's going on. I know him well enough. So every year I like to recognize new guys. Like I said, Bryant, I should be a scout instead of a race car driver. Like talent, because Cornell's good too. But we got a new guy, Outlaw Bodies, is going to sponsor, and he run third in points this year, and he's a hard racer too. Taylor Moore. He's going to be our house car this year. We're going to do bodies for him and keep his stuff looking good, and hope he don't run into me. I'm going to fix it. But thanks a lot, everybody. I'll get out of here. Thanks a lot. Congratulations, everybody.
Outlaw what? I don't know what y'all are smoking, but it ain't came this far yet. So you ready to spin that wheel there, Vanna? Okay, Kemper, get up here. Spin it up really, really good. And like we said, everybody remembers how it goes. 10 spot, they got 10 entries. First spot depends on how many wins they had. So Kemper's gonna pull it out. I'm gonna look at it. I'll verify it.
Get the wadded up one.
Well, it's half wadded. Is that 1 or 2? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
The lights are on me. It's pretty cool. I don't think this guy can ride a bike though. You tell me. This is pretty cool. He's gonna like it, I guarantee it. Hey, let's see what place you got. Hang on. What are you doing? Get the hell back. It ain't yours officially yet. Jeez. Oh, here, you read the name. You're so good at this. Come here, John. Read this name. I want to turn around. You read it out loud.
John Benning.
That's it. That's cool. It's yours, man. Sit down. See how you look.
Last year
We ain't quite like Fonzie.
Fonzie.
Don't let it fall over. You ride motorcycles? Well, you're going to do it again.
$50 right now, John.
50. He said 50 hard cash right now.
Well, thank you. Do I need to give a speech?
You need to make a phone call to Wallace HD this week up there in Scott City. And you think of personally yourself, will you? Wallace HD. Will you do that? Okay, give me a speech.
I can't believe I won this bike. I mean, that's amazing. I never win drawings. That's awesome. Thank you. Nope, I'm good with what the results are good. They're in. But, all right, well, thanks.
Thank you, man. So the reasons for the Anything close to Kenny? Okay, driver street stock. We know all street stock drivers over again this curtain, if you would, first.